When I started my swamp village, it looked like this. And now it looks like this. I'm going to give you the story of how I made this crazy swamp village. And it all starts with this guy. I'm going to put a lot of frogs into the swamp, but I don't want to tie them down with leads. There are ways to make them stay. I could make walls, or I need to make them want to stay here. I heard they like to jump to higher places, they like to jump on lily pads. So I'm going to put a bunch of lily pads around the swamp. This is my friend's fancy frog house. I'm going to bring them up and then make my friends stand around to load the chunks so they can grow up into tadpoles. In return, I promised my friend I'd give him a shout out on my YouTube channel when I reach 20 million subscribers. Okay, got the tadpoles. Now it's time to give them super cool names. Francis McPickle. William Chesterson. Mazel Flintgale. Frogfruit. If something can go wrong with Minecraft mobs, it will go wrong. As soon as the tadpoles grew up, they got up and left the swamp. So much for the lily pad experiment. I made the drip leaves taller because I heard that they jumped taller heights, but that didn't work. They left, and they were gone. So I decided to make another build, this one, and hope that it didn't walk away as well. Build number 56 complete. This is the part of the video where everything started to go completely wrong. You see, I build in very bright colors, but I wanted the swamp village to be dull and brown, dark colors. Not my usual style, but it's kind of what I imagined a swamp village to be. I mentioned earlier that I decided to wing all these builds in survival and not design them in creative. So I didn't have much of a plan, and I slipped back into my old habits and added just a bit of brightness to the next build. The barge looks much better, right? But I'd slipped up with that whole brightness thing. So I decided I needed a plan. I needed a dark, brown, colorless swamp village. So I made an outline and gathered enough spruce to last a lifetime. It was coming along pretty well. Spruce docks, spruce planter, spruce platform. But then I slipped up again a little and decided to build a bit more brightly. Not much, just a little bit. That couldn't hurt, right? This is lime terracotta. I can't help it. It's so good. If you came, you'd see what I mean. It's like so fittingly perfect, this color. I can't ignore it. Let's see, is it as good as... yes, it is. It is as good as I thought it'd look. Darn it. Do you think terraining in Podzol and building a swamp village is crazy? You're wrong. This is the least crazy thing I've built in months. If you don't believe me, go look at my thumbnails. I've been trying to build as normally as possible. I need to avoid building anything flashy, like a frog garden or glow squid aquarium. I found all the frogs. They were hiding in this one random tree in the swamp, and I have no idea why. So I'm building a frog garden. They will be equally as happy, or at least they won't be able to escape, but in a nice way. Inescapable in a nice way. I'm going to get green frogs here by teleporting them. Solar, the server owner, recently added the ability to teleport mobs with leads, but she didn't include all the mobs. So I asked her to add frogs to the list since you have to make them tadpoles in certain biomes to get them certain colors, and now you can just teleport them. And she said okay. Some people have asked me if I have some secret to Solar taking my suggestions, and there is no secret. Some suggestions she's taken, some suggestions she hasn't. Like, I've asked for Claimfly a few times, and it hasn't been added. It works. It works. Oh my gosh, Solar, you got us. Thank you. Baby glow squid are my favorite baby mob. They're just adorable. But I knew getting them into an aquarium wouldn't be easy. Glow squid are hard enough, and baby glow squid would be even harder. So I decided to make a farm just to get baby glow squid. The problem was in the swamp. The lush cave below lit up everything, so there was no lightless area for glow squid or baby glow squid to spawn. So I set to designing a farm that not only spawned glow squid, but could funnel the baby glow squid from the adults. And I did that by putting down a slab because baby glow squid can squeeze through a half slab, but glow squid can't. I did a lot of tinkering and eventually I got it to work. The problem was it only worked once every million hours. Even if a baby glow squid did spawn, it rarely managed to squeeze between the half slabs. It'd probably be quicker to call on a friend to help me manually wrangle this glow squid rather than using an automated farm. So that's exactly what I did. The dull swamp village was gone. Sure, it had some brown builds, but mixed in it was a lot of life. Green frogs, sparkling squid, and now a friend turned up to suggest something even brighter. Maybe that's what a mangrove swamp village needed. Some wonderful brightness in the middle of an endless dark green and deep waters. breed, get bred. Yay. I thought Podzol would be turned into dirt if Podzol was placed on top of it. Kind of like how grass blocks are dirt if grass blocks are placed on top of it. But Podzol beneath Podzol remains Podzol. So it gave me an idea. I could make the rows of Podzol look like logs and make an old log cabin. This was probably my trickiest build yet. How can you make a big box of Podzol into a nice build? But I kept at it, tinkering until it looked good. A Podzol build in a Podzol biome. Podzolception. It was about time to fill in my village. There were a bunch of empty spaces that needed to be spiced up. I'd add docks, paths, plants, trees, and a lot more things. But best of all, I was going to add in an otter. During this time, something horrible and wonderful happened. Glow squids became one of the mobs that could be teleported with leads. Someone must have asked Solar to add it to the list, or she decided to do it herself. The problem was, I'd planned to be the only one with a glow squid aquarium. You saw the farm. Who else would go to all the trouble to wrangle glow squids? It's too much bother. Well, now, anyone with a lead and name tag could make one. But the nice part was, I only had 4 glow squid, and after the change, I had twice as much. So, I guess it worked out. It took me way too long to find these bacon pigs, but I wanted the darker pigs for the swamp. I call them bacon pigs since that's their color. And now that you've seen that, you can never unsee it. I take back what I said about the bacon pigs. They aren't hard to find. Black bunnies are hard to find. Actually, I found this first black bunny pretty easily, but I couldn't find a second black bunny. So I got another bunny, a brown bunny, and bred it. But it was brown, so I bred it again, and it was brown. And the next one was brown, and the next one was brown, and I finally got the black bunny on like the 50 millionth try. This next build is a swamp villager house. Literally. I actually made it to look like the clothes the swamp villager wears. What I'm really hoping for is for Mojang to add irises. A dark purple flower would be perfect here. And they're my favorite flower in real life. Otters should be added to Minecraft. They're one of the most joyful animals to see when they're swimming underwater, and they're one of the most adorable animals to see when they're floating on their back. It should be added to swamps and rivers. A lot has been added to most bodies of water in Minecraft, like the swamp and the ocean, but the rivers deserve a bit more attention as well. Otters would be perfect. No Minecraft project for me is ever really complete. You can always add more, but I would say my mangrove swamp is complete. I tried to make it look beautiful both from an aerial perspective, but this time also from the ground. It's not just about looking at it from above, it's also about going along the path, seeing the hidden things. I have a confession to make. This tail was not added for an entire week. I really have no idea why. I just didn't design it then. And I finally added it. And for some reason, after I added it, the mangrove swamp felt fairly complete. But I still have the fossil to do. Maybe I'll do something huge. Maybe I'll do something small. I don't know. But this concludes this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it.